Welcome back to Fast Money. Let's get to our call of the day. Barclays getting its appetite back for GrubHub, raising its price target 89%, telling the food delivery giant's board that it's time to buckle down and prevent further erosion of the stock. That's good advice. GrubHub shares are now down 48% for the year, even though they rallied over 3% on this call. So what's next, Tim? This was the management team that said the problem, or one problem, was promiscuous diners.
And I don't know what that means, so I'll just talk about maybe diners that are not committed. How about that?
Yes,
and they are willing to shop around.
Willy-nilly, yeah.
And I think the stickiness of this is ultimately the question. I think the competitive landscape is ultimately the question. And finally, the valuation is where I think this got to be a difficult dynamic. People were pricing them on growth. They certainly had saddled up to some major brands in terms of partners and at some point. But the argument here by Barclays is it overdone? And I think I'd give it a little bit more time. I think the competitive landscape is getting worse.
It's slowing growth, shrinking margins. There's no, and you have a high multiple stock. So yes, I think it could last a lot longer. And GrubHub wasn't made for this. It was a platform to start off with that began to deliver. So for me, I would stay away from this completely. I think the whole group is a sell. GrubHub in particular is the biggest sell.
And I read the research note, and it looked like it was $50 and above valuation in an M&A situation.
Right.
So, they're waiting around for somebody to come and buy the company. That's not something that we would want to wait around for. I think management hasn't proven themselves. So, again, I would stay away as well.
You might still catch a little bit of move on this time. It went from 60 to 32 in a straight line on that. What would you say before? I'm allowed to say that. You're allowed to say that.
She did.
Just
said it a couple times.
Promiscuous time.
What's wrong with that?
I don't know what it means, so I get scared to say it. I don't know what they're doing in the dining rooms. It's the craziest thing. But from 60 to 32, the 50% retracement of that move is 46. So you can still get a $6 move on the back of what we've seen. Big short interest. They can get squeezed into this move for sure.